Breaking this morning, another false alert about a nuclear attack. This time, not in Hawaii, but in Japan. And that country's national broadcaster is apologizing on air. John Northcott has the details this morning. John.
Yes, Heather. NHK at various times has to warn people about a possible nuclear test because we've seen the North Koreans fly missiles over Japanese airspace. They also warn about volcanoes, tsunami, typhoons, and earthquakes. Let's have a look at the warning that went out to those who have the NHK mobile phone app, warning them that there was a nuclear launch attack had taken place. So we'll give you the translation as well, just to give you an idea of the wording of it all that went out. We should point out it went out and was quickly retracted. It wasn't the case that we saw in Hawaii, where it lasted for some 38 minutes before there was a correction sent out. Here it is here. North Korea appears to have launched a missile. The government urges people to take shelter inside buildings or underground. So very rapidly, within a matter of moments, we understand, they quickly came out and said, sorry, mistake. Sorry about that, won't happen again, and that was essentially how they did it. A J alert is a system that they have, and a system that is tested. In fact, just the other day in Fukuoka in the country, a major municipal and urban area, they conducted a full-on test where they actually sent out an alert like that. People sheltered in place as if there was an actual nuclear attack had taken place. So it is very much on the minds of the Japanese. We saw, of course, on Saturday, the situation in Hawaii, a place not unfamiliar, at least in its history, with attacks, and we saw the 38-minute delay in the correction of that. We understand they have instituted policies now. There won't be one person in charge of sending out the alert, and they are reviewing the entire process. Heather?
People in closets, people with children in the sewers. I mean, it was 38 minutes of terror, John, that certainly nobody wants to live through. So you have been looking into the whole question of whether we could ever see something similar, a false alarm, here in our country.
Well, of course, we have alert systems in this country. You have a variety of them. For example, you think of Amber Alerts. There are warnings that could take place. The folks at the Weather Network, in fact, are involved in this in terms of taking warnings from various levels of government, processing them, and then distributing out to broadcasters to send out there. One gentleman from the Weather Network describes how it works. Have a listen.
There's steps to make sure that they validate and confirm that this is indeed the alert they want to send out. The alert issuer can also add some content or text with that canceled message that can provide further clarifications.
So that is the process we have in this country. It's not the fact of one person just pressing a button. There are several people involved in that, and then there is a chance to quickly clarify. And in fact, countries that do have civil warning systems, many, if not most, do around the world. And this is why the Hawaii situation is so remarkable in that it was able to, for well over half an hour, sit out there, people panicking without it being corrected. Most countries have systems in place that they can turn it around a little faster than they did in Hawaii.